Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming a book review and I'm gonna talk about Hazel and Holly by Sara Snider. This is an arc I got off from NetGalley in exchange for an honest review, so here I am reviewing the book. I literally finished this earlier today and I never take notes basically, so I generally just suck at reviews, but I still think it's fun to film. Here we are. Hazel and Holly follows Hazel and Holly, and they are witches. Their mother has been cursed, aka bound by magic. She passed away, but her soul is still wandering around or like in this cottage. Hazel knows that their father is behind this and she wants to find him because he left them when they were kids, to reverse the spell to make their mother be able to pass on, but she has no idea where her father is. This starts out on sort of a quest slash mystery. Where is their father? Why did he do what he did? Why did he leave them? Etc. And they get help from Hemsworth and Hemlock. So we have Hemsworth, Hemlock, Holly and Hazel, and yes, I mixed up the names throughout basically the whole book. They are also warlocks and they go out on this journey because they found clues on the way for where the father might be to make him reverse the spell, and that is basically the main plot of the book, I guess. The book starts off really interesting with this mystery and like, you know, wanting to find out what the heck is going on. We have this whole world building with the witches and the warlocks and the magic system and the world and how everything works. In the beginning the plot was also very whimsical, I would say. It was a bit like random things happening and I really enjoyed that style, like how everything was random and whimsical, and it reminded me, I guess, sorta of Alice in Wonderland, where you feel like you are getting somewhere by not getting anywhere, but you're still getting somewhere, but like things just appear out of nowhere constantly, where like, oh shit, this and this and this all the time. I can't really explain it because I'm bad with words, but I hope you get my meaning. But this is sort of a bit lost in a way where the story is trying to follow the plot, but doing so very, very slowly. So I don't know, the book felt really long and I didn't really enjoy myself. I have been thinking about this book throughout the whole day before filming this. I wanted to find specific words to put my thoughts in, but I struggled with that apparently. I didn't really enjoy myself reading it, so it became an enjoyable book for me. But I can definitely see parts of the story that could have been enjoyable, but I feel like the execution of the story just didn't work with me at all. It just feels so long for no reason at all. Then I don't mean by the page count, I just feel like the journey and the words and the story that we get to feels so unnecessarily long, and there's not even like obstacles. It's more like traveling and then a dialogue and a super long dialogue and then like traveling and then, oh no, we need to stop here, no, we need to do this, and no, we need to do this, and I was like, come on. And the dialogue was like, okay, and as I said, I kept mixing up the names. The personalities didn't stand out to me at all in the beginning, so I mixed up the characters constantly. I didn't know who Hazel was, I didn't know who Holly was. I got a hang of it after 400 pages, but it took way too long. I don't understand why they all had to have so similar names, because like it's even commented in book that all the names starts on H, and I'm like, come on, you didn't need that, but whatever. There is this element of necromancy that is introduced to the story, and I really like the conflict between the witches and warlocks that only follow the 4 elements and then the necromancy, and how the 4 elements peeps were like, necromancy is bad, blah blah blah, and then there was like this conflict where one of the characters sort of were involved in necromancy, but like there was this pull where like, is it really bad or do we just think it's bad, and like, can you use it for just not bad things? Am I a bad person if I use it? Am I becoming my biggest fears and like what I think is gross and bad? Like the whole thoughts and conflict around using necromancy, maybe even against your will, but also like if you are good at it. That was a really bad explanation, but I liked that conflict and think that it should have been much deeper. And when I say that, I'm thinking that the whole story could have been deeper because it has some really good elements, but it doesn't explore those elements really well. It just uses time on things that just felt really long and unnecessarily long as well. And speaking about like how it felt long, I've been thinking about it, as I said, like the plot is not really like clever or interesting enough to carry this long story. I think the world is interesting, I think the characters grow on you after a while, but the plot is more like getting to a point to get to another point, and there are meaningless scenes where it doesn't actually bring anything to the story, it's just scenes to fill it in. I'm not saying that every single book scene needs to have weight and needs to mean something for the story later, but there just was a lot of pointlessness to the story and a lot of parts where I was just like, why? So yeah, I tried really hard to finish this quickly because I didn't want to read it anymore. Also, apparently one of the characters turned out to be gay in the end, if I interpreted that correctly, and it is like revealed in the end thing, and I feel like they could have just had it out in the open the whole time, and instead of it being like a secret thing, because then you could have representation there instead of just being, I don't know, assumed throughout the whole book that that character was straight. This person, of course, if they were not comfortable talking about it, but this person sort of like had a thing with someone and then they stopped having the thing, but still we still believe that this character is straight all the way through. And I don't know, I just, suddenly they say that they're gay and I was like, oh, okay. I feel like if he had used it more in the story in another way, it could have been carried better, that's all. But yeah, to sum it up, interesting world, kind of interesting characters. I did enjoy them actually after a while, but the plot and the story was meh. It's like, it's nothing you would really miss, so I wouldn't like go out of my way to recommend this. I would rather recommend another book that I found much more enjoyable and much more fun, because I didn't have fun with it. Books is about enjoyment most of the time. Also think like it could have gone even deeper into the world building, because I was kind of confused by it and I didn't get a proper explanation for everything. More magic, less talking and messing around. I give the book like 2 stars. I would say it's like pretty accurate rating. It was okay. I think I'm gonna end this here. I hope you enjoyed my video. You will see me soon. Bye!